Most of you may not know me, and for those of you who don't know me, here is a picture. Yes, I'm the only one facing the camera while everyone else isn't. And those of you who do know me, I'm sure only a minority actually know that I'm a hunter. And it is my most recent hunting trip in New Zealand that gave me the inspiration for this video. During this trip, I visited many amazing places such as this, and this. However, it was here that the most frustrating occurrence happened to me. After 5 long, strenuous hours climbing up close to 60-degree slopes, we finally found our target, and it was down to me. And of course, I missed. Imagine doing 5 hours of exercise, then going and eating 10 Big Macs. That was the feeling that I was having right then and there. All the way back down the mountain and to the cabin, I couldn't even dream about talking to anyone. But this self-silent treatment acted as a lesson, how this experience is much like programming. Somehow. After hours of programming the first task, I still, and most people did, come across an error like this, which at the time is a little similar to an uphill battle like this. It shows how important it is to retrieve the positives of these experiences, knowing how to tackle the same situation when it comes around again. Like if you failed the practice exam. The most important thing is that you attempted it and now you know what did and didn't work for you. This leads me on to my second point, which is perhaps more important than the previous one. The satisfaction you get out of achieving something and sticking with it. Whilst on the same trip, I woke up to this. I absolutely crapped myself. It was the most daunting thing being snowed in one of the most secluded places in the world. The whole morning of the hike, we sat huddled around the fire, trying to figure out how we were going to overcome 110-kilometer winds. When finally, after 3 hours, the ranger comes in and tells us we are going to get a free, yes free, helicopter ride. Although we didn't get to find our own way through the mountains, our persistence and willingness to learn from the new conditions we found ourselves in meant we would have maybe been able to get through. And, like many things, we received our reward in the form of a waterfall. Or two. Or you get the point. In programming though, you don't get the glistening waterfalls of the Milford Sound at the end of your program, but you will get something like this. Or like this. Which will make that all-nighter you spent trying to make your program work and correct all the worthwhile. Somehow. The main thing is what I'm trying to say is that you need to stay happy when programming. Although not as excited as this bloke.